Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group. All right, so we've come to the serious part of the show.
Here we go.
We have had, and we're really glad for this, if there's any of you watching that would like to submit video questions of you, something you want to know about the real estate business, that's what these people have done today is they've just submitted a question and they wanted us to answer them on the air. So we have 3 people that have submitted these questions today without being asked, by the way.
Yeah,
they submitted these questions, and we're going to get to those questions here in just a minute, and we're going to answer each and every one of them on the air today. The first question that we have today, it comes from one of our faithful viewers, and his name is Bob. Bob, what not to do? And Bob, we appreciate you today for sending that question in, and we're going to put Bob on live right now. The question, again, been submitted via video, but Bob has a question today, and Bob, we're going to get to your question. So let's listen to the question, and then we'll come back and answer Bob's question right on the other side after he asks it right here now. So, Bob, here we go. Bob, what not to do, ladies and gentlemen?
I got this thing on. Oh, yeah. Hello there, fellers. My name's Bob, what not to do, and I appreciate you taking the time today to take my question. My question is, what's the number one thing you all use to market my home? Thank you. I look forward to your answer.
That question, ladies and gentlemen, was submitted by Bob, what not to do. Bob's question seemed to be...
Thank you, Bob.
Bob, we thank you for watching the show and submitting your question today. But Bob's question was, what's the number one thing we're going to do, if I understood Bob right, that we're going to do to market his home? So go ahead, take it away. I'll let you have a shot at this one first. What's the number one thing that we do that we're going to help market Bob's home? An easy one I can go right off the bat with. Bob, the number one thing we do is marketing the house. We've got to put that house out there.
Right. You'll say,
give him some ways we do that.
Yeah, you got to throw it out there. We put it all over. Of course, we use social media big time.
Major.
I mean, it's a big player.
It's major.
So we put it in all these different websites, stuff like that. I mean, we throw it out there. It's not the old school. Put it in the newspaper, put it in the books, not saying that's bad stuff.
Right.
That's just not where the crowd's at.
Absolutely. The crowd is on the internet. So I would say, Bob, if we had to give you the
most of us watching our show today.
Absolutely. The number one thing we're going to do to market your home, coming up here in just a minute, is our home of the week. But the number one thing we will do is we will get your house exposure. Right. It will be marketing. That's the number one thing we will be doing to get your house sold, is market it to the masses. Yeah. Put it out there where, again, thousands and thousands of people can see these homes. We have, again, been doing a video for one day a week over the last 14 weeks, and they've been 150,000 people watch these videos. So marketing the home, putting it out there every day, we're going to get a lot of exposure. And
everybody like Bob. Let's see likes and loves.
Yeah.
Some likes
and loves. If we like and love Bob, let us up there. If you like, but give him some love for the question today. Now we got question number 2. Question number 2 today comes from, again, another one of our very faithful viewers.
Big John.
His name, Big John Overprice. And Big John's got a question today that he's going to give to us, and we're going to answer it right here on the show. So let's go to Big John's user-submitted video question, and we'll see what Big John's question is today.
Hey, Mike, Dave. This is Big John Overprice, longtime watcher of your show. Just want to take a minute to ask you, tell me one good reason why I shouldn't price my house a good $30,000 to $40,000 more and try to find that one person. You know, they say it just takes one. All right. Thanks, guys.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was Big John Overprice.
Yeah,
Big John. Thank you for submitting your question today. So Big John's question was one we've talked about quite a bit.
Right, we have.
We've talked about this a lot, Big John, but we'll go in more detail for you today since you took the time to submit that question in. But basically, why can't we overprice his home?
Well,
why can't we just throw that price out there and hope that it sticks?
Right.
You know, hope that something happens. What do you think?
Well, the market's so competitive right now.
Very much so.
I can see where people would think that, but
yes,
He's right. I think he said you're looking for that one.
Yeah.
But, do you want to narrow yourself down to just one?
Right.
Or do you want to put it where we know it's going to sell?
Several people coming in, looking at the house, viewing it, going through it, being able to, again, get you multiple offers in a very, very quick time. So, Big John, we don't recommend that people just try whatever price that they would want to try.
Right.
We recommend, again, that you
do a market analysis.
There you go.
Have your realtor do you a market analysis and tell you what the market says it sells for.
Because that takes our feelings, and Big John, I can see you're a man of many feelings, but that takes our feelings and our thoughts out of that.
Right.
So again, don't overprice your home. That's one thing we would highly recommend, Big John, for you to not to do. So again, for those just tuning in, you're watching Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live. Today we're answering viewer-submitted questions. The first one was from Bob, what not to do.
Yep.
The second one was from Big John, overpriced.
Right.
And the third one today is sent in by one of our faithful viewers, and his name is Phil Zoolander. Phil Zoolander. And Phil has a question today about animals. We get that a lot.
Yeah.
So let's go now and let's watch Phil's question today about animals. Here we go, Phil.
Hey, it's Phil Zoolander. I just had a question for you about putting my home on the market. What do you think about when you have animals present in the home? That's not bad.
Phil!
Phil, man, I love
you have the coolest pet in the world, Phil. What was that? What was that?
I think it's a big gorilla.
Phil, that is exactly why, Phil, we can't have animals present. I believe he asked, can his animals be present during showings? I'm not really sure what he asked. What do you think? Hold on, Phil, can we get you again here? Phil?
Hey.
This is Phil, ladies and gentlemen.
Zoolander.
Enjoy Phil. Now watch here just a minute.
What do you think about when you have animals
There's it.
present in the home?
That's Phil's gorilla. And he got really excited about it. Phil, here's why we can't have animals present during showing. Could you imagine being in a house for a showing and that animal show up? It just wouldn't be a good thing. No. So Phil, we highly recommend. Now, again, I'm going to go back to, because we talked about animals, if I can get my composure here.
Right.
We talked about animals just a few weeks ago. And again, I've got animals, Dave's got animals. A lot of people have animals, that are there. We just kind of recommend to you that during a showing, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with having animals. I've got them. We actually just added 3. I don't know if you'd call a fish an animal.
Yeah.
But we just added 3 fish to our family just a few weeks ago. So we've got a little bit of everything you could say is there at the house. When you have a dog that wants to be a veterinarian and loves animals, she'd have a horse in the bedroom if I would let her. But if we were trying to sell our house, we would highly recommend that horse be removed from the bedroom before the showing.
Yeah, not that you got to completely get rid of the animals, nothing like that. Just put it up. I know, like Mom, for instance.
Yes.
Mom is terrified of just like dogs that's on the run, that just run loose.
Right.
So it tears her all to pieces.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.